We are deeply concerned by reports of a large number of civilian casualties that have been reported in Lebanon. As a troop contributing country to the UNIFIL that is invested in Lebanon's peace and security, the direction of events is very disturbing. India has always emphasized the protection of civilians as the foremost priority. Observing international law and respecting sovereignty and territorial integrity of states is essential. Our embassy in Lebanon remains in close touch with the Indian community for the safety and security. And just for
India has issued a carefully worded but significant statement on the escalating crisis in West Asia. Without naming Israel, New Delhi has expressed deep concern over the rising number of civilian casualties in Lebanon. The message is clear. India is watching closely, and it is not comfortable with what it is seeing. Speaking at a media briefing, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said, India is deeply disturbed by reports of large-scale civilian deaths. He stressed that protection of civilians must remain the top priority. He also underlined the importance of respecting international law and the sovereignty of nations. This is a subtle but firm signal. India is not taking sides publicly, but it is drawing red lines on humanitarian grounds.
We are deeply concerned by reports of a large number of civilian casualties that have been reported in Lebanon. As a troop contributing country to the UNIFIL that is invested in Lebanon's peace and security, the direction of events is very disturbing. India has always emphasized the protection of civilians as the foremost priority. Observing international law and respecting sovereignty and territorial integrity of states is essential. Our embassy in Lebanon remains in close touch with the Indian community for the safety and security. And just
The context is serious. Over the past month, Israeli military operations in Lebanon have intensified sharply. The conflict escalated after Hezbollah launched rockets into Israel. In response, Israeli forces carried out widespread strikes, targeting infrastructure and positions across southern Lebanon. The numbers are alarming. More than 1,800 people have been killed, thousands more have been injured, and over 1 million have been displaced. India's concern is not just political, it is also practical. Around 1,000 Indians live in Lebanon. The Indian embassy in Beirut is in constant touch with them, monitoring the situation and ensuring their safety. At the same time, India is also actively managing its broader regional interests. Energy security is a key priority. With tensions rising, India has stepped up diplomatic outreach. Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has been in Qatar, while External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is engaging with the United Arab Emirates. The message is simple. India wants stability, because instability directly impacts energy flows and economic security.
from MEA's side, we also have an update for you. We are closely following developments in West Asia. We continue to reach out to countries in the Gulf region. On the directions of Prime Minister, our ministers are visiting Gulf countries to strengthen our energy security. As you know, External Affairs Minister is presently visiting Mauritius, from where he would be traveling to the UAE on 11th and 12th April 2026. He will hold discussions with leaders in the UAE to foster stronger India-UAE ties. Even as we work to strengthen our energy security, we are also providing support to our neighboring countries as per their request to meet their energy needs. You would have seen that we supplied 38 metric tons of petroleum product to Sri Lanka 2 weeks ago. We are finalizing a government-to-government agreement for the supply of oil and gas, which will play an important role in reinforcing energy security of Mauritius. Leaders of both countries have expressed appreciation for Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's support to them during the West Asia crisis. Let me also brief you on the visit of Minister of Petroleum. Our Minister of Petroleum is visiting, as you know, Qatar on 9th and 10th April. Presently, he is in Qatar. Qatar is an important supplier of energy to India. He has had engagements with his Qatari counterpart. A press release has also been issued on the visit, so you can look up for details there. Our minister conveyed greetings and message of solidarity and support on behalf of Prime Minister to His Highness the Emir of Qatar and to the Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Qatar. Qatar Energy Minister reaffirmed Qatar's commitment to remain a reliable energy supplier and looked forward to continuing and strengthening energy relations and cooperation with India.
On one hand, India maintains strategic ties with Israel. On the other, it continues to engage deeply with Arab nations and the wider West Asian region. In this situation, India is choosing calibrated diplomacy with a clear emphasis on civilian safety, international law, and regional stability.